Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Nuggets News. In this video, I want to discuss the statement or the feeling that you sometimes get, I sold and then it went up. Now this is particularly relevant to newcomers to this space. Often when something isn't going up every day, they're impatient, they jump around depending on what's happening around them on social media, and then it goes up after they've sold. So it feels like the market is against you. What can you do to negate this, and what factors influence this? So the first thing to acknowledge is that the crypto markets are the most volatile asset class in the world. So we should expect things to go up and down in large percentage terms, more so than any other asset class in the world. Now you've got to take a point of view when you're investing and decide with yourself, what is your time frame? Now, if you invest in something that you like for the next 2 years, why are you even beating yourself up if it starts to go against you, for a week or even a month? Now, these crypto markets have huge bull markets and long, deep corrections as well. It's part and part of the crypto space. I'll keep saying it. Every year I've been in crypto, it's gone down 50 to 90%. Too many people got in during this huge bull run and are used to checking their blockfolio for green every day. The reality is markets go up and down, and all we need is those green days to be outnumbering the down days or larger than the down days. But you guys, you've got to learn to expect, things are going to be red a lot of the time. Now, you've got to find a good mix of people around you on multiple platforms that you trust, and you've got to do a lot of your own research as well, okay? So research and education is obviously what I focus on a lot. That's going to change the way you go about your investing. Now, if you know that a project's been drifting down to sideways on the charts, some people will sell because they're frustrated. If you've done a lot of research, you might know that, hey, their next upgrade or development is just around the corner. Now, when it jumps up in price after a stagnant period, those people that did their research get rewarded. Those people that are jumping around and following whatever's being told to them or whatever they see and read on social media, those are the people that are getting burnt. They're getting FOMO, they see something go up, they jump on it, and then those good projects that they might have already been in start going up. So guys, you've got to do that research initially and decide on what style of investor you're going to be. Are you going to try and trade and swing trade the announcements and news fluctuations and events? Or are you just going to be aware of future developments and keep an eye on your portfolio and leave it for the long term? Now, a lot of people I do one-on-ones with tell me they own 50 different coins. Now, I don't think it's possible to keep an eye on the development of that many coins. And a lot of people, this isn't even their full-time job. They're working full-time. How can you possibly keep an eye on 50 different coins and their communities and their developments? Okay, guys, so find a number that works for you, that you're comfortable with, and stick to that. So patience. Being realistic. I mentioned before, a lot of people jump into this and think it's going to go up every day and make them rich. You've got to be realistic about time frames. And if you expect something to be X price in 1 month, what's realistic for it to be each month after that? Okay, guys, so long-term thinking. I've had to be very patient in my journey over the last few years to finally sort of reap the rewards. So I've talked about that Warren Buffett quote, transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. Guys, be the patient. Top crypto tips video I did recently, I speak about who's on the other side of the screen, and that really started to improve the way that I was going about things when I was thinking, who am I placing those orders against or trading against? So FOMO and missing out. Now, too many people jump on these ICOs when they're going up at the exact wrong time. So you've got to be aware, hey, am I being one of the herd, or am I onto something early that not everyone knows about, not everyone's talking about? And if you're doing that, it's rather than that process of, oh, hey, I feel like I'm missing out, it's going up. It's almost the opposite of that first statement we talked about. I sold and then it went up. Some people are buying in FOMO and then it goes down. So you've got to be aware of what's happening around you. Again, comes back to research and following those people you trust. So if you miss out on an ICO, have a price target in mind. A lot of those good projects are recently back down to their ICO prices. Too many people think they've got to own it and they buy it on day one when there's all that FOMO, and then 3 days later everyone's forgot about it and moved on, and they're left holding the bag. They've bought at the complete wrong time. So we have a saying in Australia, sometimes you've got to let it go through to the keeper. It means pass on that project, don't worry about it, the next good project will come. Too many people are expecting a good project every week. The reality is some stock market traders don't have one new exciting project in a year. They might be happy to get one a year or have a year with a couple of good ones. A lot of people in this space are looking for one ICO a week and thinking it's going to be a game changer. Now, the reality is 90% of these are going to fail. So be very selective and patient. There's nothing more frustrating than when you've thrown money at a couple of ICOs, then you're not really happy that you got sucked into the hype and FOMO at the time, and then a good project comes along as well. So finally, I want to talk about the flip side of it went up, but I didn't sell. So we've spoken on the channel a lot about taking 10 or 20% your initial profit. When we have these huge swings, if you've made that decision to trade the swings, if you're taking that really long-term view, maybe you don't even worry about this, okay, guys? But too often we beat ourselves up if we're on the wrong side of things. But if we do the right thing, we don't really pat ourselves on the back. So if someone sells and then it goes down, they don't even think about it. Whereas if we sell and then something goes up, we beat ourselves up so much. And the flip side is, if something goes up in price and we sell, we don't really congratulate ourselves. If everything's gone up lately and it's come down, and so that everyone's beating themselves up for not selling. So guys, you've got to have a game plan, a strategy, and put a lot of emphasis on doing the right thing more so than beating yourself up when you do the wrong thing. Now, I'm happy to say I've met so many quality Australian projects recently. I've got my Haven t-shirt on today. I missed out on that ICO. I don't own any Haven, guys, but I'm very much supporting quality Australian projects. They've got a stable coin on the way. You guys know how important stable coins are going to be going forward. I'm looking forward to continually bringing you quality Australian projects. I'm hoping we're going to have plenty of opportunities to get on board good things, guys. So be patient. I want to organise more get-togethers for these Australian projects and more road shows. I'll obviously cover the good ones on my channel with interviews and all that sort of thing, guys. So I'm very excited about the future. I've been on the mainland every week so far this year, traveling and meeting these, and that just makes this whole space very real. The future's bright. I know this correction continues and it's frustrating, guys, but hang in there. Don't beat yourselves up. Don't sell things just because they're going sideways to down if you've done your research and you're happy with them long term. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Please hit that like button, share these videos around, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, thanks for tuning in, guys. Cheers.